Welcome to Jungle of Cables.
Cable John.
Cable Run.
Jungle Cub Cable.
Jungle Cub.
I'm sorry?
Jungle Cub.
Jungle Cuck, did you just say?
Yeah, Jungle Cuck.
Jungle Cuck.
The Jungle Cuck.
Welcome to Jungle Cuck,
Yeah,
where everybody has to cook a dish as fast as they can.
Jungle Cuck.
Yes, Jungle Cuck.
Where Mowgli he watches his girlfriend have sex with Baloo.
You got a cuckold a dish of food.
That's a whole nother level. That's not just cuckolding. That's
bestiality cooked. Imagine getting cooked, not even by a human being. You're that bad as a lover.
Come on.
That your wife chooses someone else, something else.
No, stop it.
A fridge. Washing machine could work, I guess.
Stop it.
Stop this.
If you're a woman, have a nice sit on it.
Oh,
set it
my
on
God.
a heavy spin.
I forgot about that phenomenon of women sitting on...
The naturally occurring phenomenon. Just like the Northern Lights.
I didn't say naturally occurring. It's just a thing that happens, isn't it? Women sit on... Not all women.
I was going to say, I don't like the way we've started this podcast immediately.
It's not unusual to sit on
some
a washing
ladies,
machine.
and probably men as well, get pleasure out of the vibrations of a household utility sitting atop it.
I suppose so.
That's just energy efficiency, 2 uses in one. It's saving the environment.
But what if they turn it on and they don't even need to wash clothes? They just wanted to use it that way.
It's just a
But that's not energy efficient.
No, it's
though,
not
is
energy
it?
efficient.
Don't
It's a
do
very
that.
expensive way of doing it.
If you're going to have a good time on a washer, dryer, whatever, please do put washing inside of it to make sure no energy is wasted.
Yeah, or if you've got nothing to wash, use something else. And actually, if you go to bit.ly/Vidiots Love
Beach.
Honey, then you can
Vidiots Love Honey.
go to our new sponsor and get yourself a rampant rabbit or something.
Yeah, there you go.
Cool. I'm just going to start the show.
Okay.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 14 of Podiots, the official podcast for the Vidiots YouTube channel. Not that there would be anything other than...
I do want to
listen to the
hear
unofficial
someone
one.
make an unofficial
No,
one.
please don't.
No,
That'd be funny, though.
We will
what a
sue
waste-
you.
What a waste of time.
Yeah.
Just
Wow.
why would you bother, you know? That'd just be such
Bopper.
Who would listen
Shut
to it?
up!
They might build entire conversations between the three of us by snipping up words we've already said in the past.
Oh, God.
Someone make that. That guy who is now taken it upon himself to do, I think he's on 5 videos now of various sort of YouTube poops and shit posts and edits of our things. What's his name? The guy with the walrus.
Tommy, something or other.
Yeah.
I
The
don't
guy.
know. There's a lot of names. I'm sorry, everyone.
Yeah, don't actually apply for a podcast though on Apple. Don't do that because it takes ages and you have to pay money sometimes to get hosted, and it would be a whole hassle.
Just do a SoundCloud.
Would be a stupid
or a
thing to do.
SoundCloud,
Or just do it live.
Do a video.
Perform
Do
for
it
the-
at home.
for the street.
Do it at home. It's okay. Anyway, this is a podcast which is a conversational podcast. My name is Ben.
It is. My name's Peter.
It is, and my name is Michael.
Lovely, and we sort of obey the laws of the three us here on Podiots, where everybody brings a thing along to talk about. And we also pepper that in with questions from you. First, though, we'd like to thank Turtle Beach, who sponsored this podcast. bit.ly/Vidiots Beach. If you go there, you can buy some lovely headphones, and that would be nice.
They are very lovely.
Do it. Do it now.
Yes, do it now.
Do it.
Do it. Please.
Stop it.
Please do it now. Gentlemen,
Yes.
would you like to do a thing or would you like a question?
Kind of like a question to begin with.
Okay, yeah. Well, first we go to Ryan with a W.
Oh, we're Ryan, who we
We're
drew.
Ryan.
Yeah, at Satiretron on Twitter. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Also, would you be a hero or a villain?
I'd first like to apologise to Orion for being so confused and ambiguous about
To be fair,
Orion's gender.
all the comments thought he was a girl as well.
Yeah. Is Orion? I still don't know.
No, Ryan is a boy.
Yeah.
Ryan is a boy, yeah.
Right, I thought he was a boy.
No, everyone in the comments was like so adamant, oh, that's a girl,
And
guys.
my
That's
dad's...
a girl.
Have you confirmed this?
Yeah, I'm like 99% sure. I scrolled through the Twitter, found some other pictures of him as, well,
As a boy.
Not to, people don't have to conform to gender binaries, but he did look quite boyish.
Right.
I feel like
we might have gone wrong again here, and she might actually be a lady. But
there we go. Thanks, there.
So in apologising for
You've
the
made it
mistakes
way worse.
I've made it massively
You've made
worse.
it
Well, I was
so
hoping
much worse.
I was hoping that Michael wouldn't fall to either side of the fence. He could have just said, "Yeah, sorry, we're Ryan about your gender."
I fully fell on
But he is
boy
committed
side.
to the fact that you are a boy.
Yeah.
I really hope you are now. But we're carrying on.
Ryan.
We're right. I'm going to reply to his tweet.
Ryan.
And hopefully by the end of the
Ryan, I would have the power of flight.
I would have the power of not digging terrible social holes in podcasts.
Socials.
I think you'd still find a way to do it.
I would. No, my power. I've always known this answer. The answer to this question. I would either be invisible or be able to control time for the same purposes, just to be able to go places that I'm not supposed to be.
Spy on girls.
Yeah, I would.
Oh God!
I
what,
mean,
on
no.
washing machines or
Not,
what?
not, no, absolutely not. I would go like. I could just I could spy on people, but not in a spy on girls kind of way. I don't mean I would go to the local swimming baths and just hang out in the ladies' changing room.
Right.
I mean, I would go to like the Oval Office, or I would go to Ben's house when I'm not around and see if he actually hates me or if he secretly likes me. Just things like that.
You would be invisible.
I would be invisible, or I would be able to, control time so that if someone was coming around the corner when I was hiding, I could pause it and then go and hide somewhere else behind the sofa.
Teleportation's up there for me.
Yeah.
Just being able to go somewhere like
Instantly.
that.
Oh, that would be
Teleportation
good.
would be really good.
Because that's half the reason I don't like to travel is just because I don't like the traveling. I know no one likes the traveling, but I really hate traveling in as much as going from place to place.
I'm fine for a bit, but there's a point where it's like, this just fucking sucks. I want to be where I want to be. Yeah, because it's like you can just teleport, you get things. Plus, like, you just teleport into banks, steal a gold bar. That's how banks work.
So you would be a villain then?
I guess for my own benefits, though, I'd steal from the rich and give to the poor. Is that still villainy?
Are you poor in this instance?
I mean, I'm not rich. I wouldn't say I'm poor. I'm just perfectly in the.
Are you keeping anything that you?
Oh yeah,
steal?
but I mean, obviously, I'm going to live a comfortable life.
Big bad guy then.
Right.
But I'm giving away as well. I've got to sustain myself.
Still a bad guy.
Fuck.
Still thieving.
Okay, what if I kill Mark Zuckerberg? Do I still become a bad guy then, or is that like that's for the greater good?
I mean, you can't kill Mark Zuckerberg because he's not alive.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, shit. Teleportation, I think. Or I was going to say eternal life, but that would just get depressing.
Oh, that'd be awful.
No.
You don't want that.
Not unless you can also have a pill that way you can finally say, right, I'm done now.
God, imagine it's like I can't die.
Eternal life would be
now.
fine if you were then able to have a final say, like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
Not eternal life, but just I only die when I decide to.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah.
And if you could imbue certain people with the ability to stay alive with you, because it's the loneliness, isn't it?
Yeah.
The long life.
While you were talking, I did tweet Ryan there, Ryan, and we have confirmation. I am a man.
Okay.
Good.
That makes me feel a lot better, because if it was I am a lady, we should have got it because of the breasts and the lipstick.
We don't. You're still that hole.
Yeah, it's a dangerous hole.
We've got an answer now.
I'm going to continue.
You don't need to go back into it.
But fortunately...
What are you doing, man?
It's
Get out
a
of
man.
It can't be a woman. She wasn't in the kitchen.
Whoa, Michael. Come on now.
I would like the power of flight.
My point is...
If I could fly fast.
Just away from
fly
this
away from this conversation. My point is, it was a man who had...
Oh my God.
He'd stuffed his top and he'd put lipstick on.
Yes.
So it was okay that we thought he might be a woman.
Fine.
Whereas if it was a
Does it
woman
make
dressed as a woman and we thought, oh, is that a man? And she's just got breasts and lipstick and we're going, no, that's a man.
Can we please move on?
That would be really bad.
Do you feel better now, Peter?
I do feel so much better.
Okay, good, fine.
God, I'm usually the one that steers us into bad territory, but Peter's just going all out there.
Oh, I'm done.
Now I know how you guys feel.
I can sleep now. I've not slept since that video went out.
Oh, that's like 2 months.
Yeah.
Oh God. I would probably also be a villain, but in the loosest possible sense, because I would have a power, and with great power comes great responsibility, and I should really do things, but I wouldn't. And I think choosing, in a very philosophical way, choosing not to use my ability for the benefit of other people in and of itself would be quite villainous. I would like to continue my life as normal, but I would just like to be able to fly places instead of drive. That would be cool. But
in this
people
hypothetical
were like, why don't you
situation,
help
though-
people? I don't want to help people.
I think
I'm
Carl
tired. I
Pilkington
want to go
said
to
that.
bed.
When asked the same question on Ricky Gervais's podcast, I think he said, if I was suddenly able to fly, then people would start asking me to save people from
Exactly, that's what I
high-rise
was thinking.
buildings.
Because in this story, I assume it's just normal Earth as it is right now, but you've suddenly got the power of flight,
Yes.
which no one else has. It's fucking amazing. People who want to test you.
Yeah, they'd want to cut you open.
Like, there'd be a manhunt for you.
Yeah. His answer, incidentally, in the end was, I'd like to be able to... It was either go invisible or like be able to pause time. And the reasoning was I could go in shops when they're shut.
God's sake.
As a kid, I really wanted to go to Toys R Us like after closing and just play all the stuff. Oh, fuck yeah.
Man. Peter, would you be a villain or a goodie?
I think I'd be using it for both bad and good reasons. So on average, probably I'd be a slightly baddie because I'd be spying on people and blackmailing people and or using that information for my own good. So yeah, I'd be fairly nefarious. I think.
Be very valuable to
nefarious.
five.
That's the thing. There's a difference between being a super villain and just not being good.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold the world to ransom. I'd just make sure I knew if people were chatting shit about me, or I'd find out like what the Yogscast bosses think of our channel and stuff.
Oh, they're not impressed. you don't need to listen to them to know that.
Oh my God! Don't say that.
God,
Lewis listens to this.
No, Lewis likes us.
Lewis likes us.
Right, who would like to go first?
I would.
Go on.
Oh, straight in.
It's a cold Wednesday morning.
Yeah, it's not.
Go to your mind place.
Oh, okay.
It's a cold Wednesday morning.
Mind Palace, isn't it?
Shut up.
Just fucking... You wake up on the morning.
Yeah.
You go downstairs wearing your bathrobe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you see in your letterbox, there's a letter from the British Arts Council.
Oh,
You think,
right.
This is weird. What is this?
Yeah.
What are the back one?
Sorry?
What?
Sorry, the back. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
The what? The back? What?
Just keep
The British
just-
Arts Council.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
the
Yeah.
back.
Back.
Yeah.
You open up the letter and
Yeah.
you see you've been granted £20,000 and 1 month to create your own art installation.
Okay.
You've got a blank space.
Yeah.
Actually, no, they haven't given you a specific blank space. You can request any size blank space you want, like
Yeah.
say a warehouse or just a room or like a broom cupboard, anywhere.
Wow.
You've got £20,000 in a month. What would your art installation be?
Oh,
Well, I
have
think-
a great idea.
Oh, you do have a great idea.
I do,
I was going
yeah.
to say Michael should go first while we can think, but if you have a great idea,
Mine's literally the cheapest thing ever.
Go on.
Just get like a warehouse and just line the walls with Beanie Babies, like in one long line. So like a single row of Beanie Babies going all the way around the room.
thin, just one
Just like
Beanie
one,
Baby thick,
like a solitary, like single. What's the word I'm looking for? Just like a single form line.
a horizontal perimeter.
Yeah, just like no
like
columns,
a skirting
just
board,
one
but
row,
halfway
one row.
up the wall.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Full of Beanie Babies.
Yeah.
And just take a red paintbrush and just go all over them. So-
Oh, nice!
And then that'd be my little thing. Everything
Okay.
painted white except for that.
Wow, that's quite something.
That's how I spend.
I
my
really
time.
wanted to go
artistic.
to that place. I think it was in the Tate Modern. They might have travelled around, but it was certainly in the Tate Modern. They had thousands and thousands of tiny little seeds made out of ceramic something,
Yeah.
but they had to get rid of it because the dust was causing like really bad like respiratory issues
Oh,
for
shit.
people.
Oh, God.
So it was this room full of just little seeds.
If you breathe hard enough, you can take home the art.
Yeah, well, exactly. And then people were getting ill from it, and they had to take it down. I think citation needed, but I believe that's what happened.
Jesus. That's
Ben,
not good.
what's your great idea?
Well, again, I would be selfish because I'm an artistic man in certain senses, but certainly I am not an appreciator of modern art or anything really that the back would fund.
Well, no,
not that
they're
I
not-
don't think that they should. It's just that I wouldn't personally go to it, and if I did see it, I think, God, I wonder what's happening on Twitter.
You uncultured swine.
Yeah, well, different culture.
Yeah.
Different culture. So what I would do is I would spend a month spending £20,000 on eating fried chicken, playing video games on the biggest television I could buy, and just enjoying myself. And whatever was left would be titled A Study of... Is it opulence? Is that the word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Study of Opulence. And that's just a man who wasted £20,000.
You could have like the receipts or like the buckets and stuff.
That's what it looks like. And I would have to put in no effort, and I could just enjoy myself and probably die in like over the course of a month spending £20,000.
Some people would take that really seriously though.
People fucking would.
Like Super Size Me, people think, oh, that's like a serious documentary, you know. And it is.
Yeah.
But
made me hungry.
They would take your things as seriously as that.
Yeah.
The other thing I want to ask is the definition of opulence just someone having the things that they want, or does it specifically have to be very plush, like purple velvet and gold?
Because that's the thing.
It's more gluttonous, isn't it, rather than opulence?
That is the word I was looking for. Let me find opulence.
I think opulence is not fried chicken for a month.
I think it has to be like diamond encrusted, like velvet cushions and stuff, rather than just a man eating fried chicken in his basement.
Excuse me. Firstly, I asked both of you, and you said yes. And secondly, great wealth or luxuriousness. So fuck you.
Well, that's kind of what I mean. Luxurious about getting chicken grease all over you.
But that's totally subjective.
You're exposing breasts as you sit in your underpants.
It's entirely luxurious to spend £20,000 on doing the things I want for an entire month.
For art.
That is luxury to me.
Mine would be massively selfish as well. I would pay for a screen and a massive team of animators and... God, I don't know if
you pay like one person a month there.
Well, yeah,
a massive team
for a month. Yeah, 20 grand. Actually, I don't know if the money would cover this, but basically, what I would want is the legal rights. God, no, I would not be able to afford it. The legal rights and an animator to just put together. Or not even an animator, I'll just say an image, a single image, an artist, and the legal rights to put together a huge battle scene featuring every single one of my favourite characters from every work of fiction ever. A kind of League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, but instead of the works of Mary Shelley and fucking Bram Stoker, it would be,
Spyro.
Various PlayStation mascots.
It's just like one of those awful T-shirts you get on nerd websites.
Qui-Gon Jinn and the T-Rex from Jurassic Park and Jaws,
that
Bruce
sounds
the Shark.
Amazing, but I think you would, for that money, you'd get 4 frames.
Yeah, you would. I wouldn't have the animation. I wouldn't be able to afford it. I wouldn't even be able to afford the legal rights. I guess I would just afford. I would. It's
fair use.
You get a big clay battle scene, but you might not be able to animate it.
I wouldn't have it animated. I'd have I'd have like a mural painted in the most
that'd be good.
extravagant way.
I think that'd work.
I don't know how I'd get around the legal issues, but maybe I'd just
use... art.
It's
You're
art.
Not selling it.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah. Or anyway, what I would do is I'd have it done, and then if this gave a cease and desist or say that has to be destroyed, I'd be like, all right. I've seen it now.
Fun.
I've
seen it.
I know you can't take it out of my brain. Shit.
I would have it made in secret, and then on day one of it being, it's not on day one.
No, not day one.
You'd open to the public. If some fucking lawyer came in and said you can't do this, I'd say, well, all right,
it's too late then.
We all learned something today.
Yeah,
great.
It becomes part of the art's journey and story.
Yeah,
and it'll stick with you forever.
So Peter would commission his own like art piece. Like just that he wants himself.
Of just all my favourite things.
Ben would eat chicken, and I would just get bloody Beanie Babies.
Yeah, mine would be like a single image still, like the Avengers, but instead of the Avengers, it's just everything that I've ever seen and enjoyed.
Great.
£20,000.
£20,000. Is it bad that my first thought went to right?
How
cheap can I buy a canvas, and how easily can I pocket £19,975?
I don't think that's how an art grant works.
Well, too late.
I think you have to show the receipts of what your thing works, the fried chicken thing.
Yeah.
But you can't just. The other idea of I'll buy a canvas and then keep the rest.
But at the same time, it doesn't seem very arty or in the spirit of art to say, here's £20,000. Now remember, you don't have to spend all of it, and we will take what you don't spend back. That doesn't sound like art. That sounds like a business loan.
Well, it kind of is a business thing.
I know it kind of is, but it just... Do you see what I mean, though? Because it's art.
This is an entirely hypothetical situation that I made up.
Give me back once you've spent it. If you don't spend all of it, I want it back.
How do art grants work? Do you have to give it back at the end?
Actually, maybe I bet you probably don't have to give it back. But I just think people would.
Just, here's the
I would have thought they just give it to you and then you use it to do an art.
But on the other hand, I don't think the artists would try and cheat the system and just buy it. I think if they did that,
you don't want to bite the hand that feeds you.
Yeah, there would be issues with. I think the back would say, "Excuse me, what are you doing?
Excuse me,
you owe us all the chicken you've eaten."
The BAC. Lovely. Well, Michael, thank you.
That's all right.
That was a
That's
good
what I do.
question.
It's a very
I'd
good
love to
question.
see your Beanie Baby thing. If someone could make that on a small scale.
I think also in addition to the Beanie Baby, I'd be doing just stand-up for 12 hours a day in the middle.
Oh, God. You'd be so exhausted.
The worst jokes.
All Beanie Baby puns.
How many are there?
Loads.
Well, let's find out.
How many Beanie Babies are there?
Loads.
I can't even think of a
It
single
could be
one.
animal puns, but as you deliver each one, you have the relevant Beanie Baby
Point
in
out
your
to them.
hand.
Oh, God.
God, I want to do this now. British Arts Council, if that's even what you're called. Please email me,
Yeah, let us know. And
beanieboy@gmail.com.
if you want to buy me chicken, then that's fine as well.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fine.
Someone paint that mural for me and send it on Twitter.
For free.
Yeah.
You could have got 20 grand, but nah.
But no, it's hypothetical. It doesn't exist. Steph at Dairy Layer on Twitter asks, what was your favourite Saturday morning cartoon as a child?
Does Dick and Dom count?
What a question. Well, it's not a cartoon,
It's
really.
not a cartoon.
I mean, even as a child, I never really got up early on mornings. So,
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's been a lifelong thing. So I never really watched Saturday morning cartoons. I like Watch My Chops. I wouldn't say it was my favourite, though. I can't think of any.
I know what mine was. It was made... It's a Canadian show. And it I don't know if it actually got into legal trouble or they decided we better stop making this before we get into legal trouble. But it was about 3 young wizards at wizard school, 2 boys and a girl, and an evil wizard who they were fighting against.
Right.
And it was called Ubos, which stands
Never heard of it before.
Stands for the Ultimate Book of Spells.
Wow.
And the book would take them down into the middle of the earth to a different plane of existence each time, and they would try and rescue. Some magic had been stolen from the gnome librarians, or next week it would be all the plants are dying because they've stolen the magic from the roots of the plants down underground.
God, no.
It was really good, and the soundtrack was great. And
On a similar note, I used to really like Mona the Vampire. That was
oh
one of my
yeah, that
favourites.
was pretty good.
I was indifferent about Mona.
Oh really?
Only because it was... I think I was older at that point, and it was on when I came back from school, and I was like, it's fine.
Did you ever watch The Worst Witch?
I did.
That was quite good.
I didn't
fine.
watch that.
It's like Harry Potter, but cheap.
Yeah, BBC. BBC.
No, it's CBBC.
It was CITV.
CITV, sorry.
Oh, CITV.
BBC had a different witches thing.
They had the
called
Worst Witch, didn't they? Who had the Worst Witch?
That was
That's
CITV.
what you're talking about.
Oh, that
isn't
was
it?
the... What was the other one? God.
There was
Yeah,
one
next
called
to
the
same one.
Belfry Witches,
God, I don't know
which
that
was
one.
2 witches who lived in a belfry, and one of them was Dawn off of the UK Office.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay, well.
And the theme tune was by Atomic Kitten.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Fucking hell. Why do you know this?
Because it's a good theme tune. Look it up on Spotify. It's called Hocus.
On Spotify?
Yeah, it's on Spotify.
And
It's
then
on
listen to the Dog
Atomic
Rap
Kitten's
on
album.
Spotify
I think it was
afterwards.
Atomic Kitten or someone like that. Sugar
Yeah.
Babes. It's called Hocus Pocus, I think. It's
Okay.
good.
All right, well.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's great.
My favorite cartoon. I'm going to go a little bit more, perhaps well known
Yeah.
than Ubos.
Oh, yeah.
Ubos.
Yeah.
And what did you say? Or have you not
Mona
answered
the-
yet?
Mona the Vampire.
I would say Mona the Vampire, Dick and Dom.
That's fairly well known, Mona the Vampire.
Yeah. It would definitely be probably Pokemon, the first season.
Okay.
Oh, I used to watch
on
Pokemon
Saturday mornings.
every morning before school. It was on one of the Sky channels.
Oh, I didn't have Sky.
Oh.
SMTV Live.
Yeah.
Nice.
At the weekends with Ant and Dec.
Oh.
And they used to go Pikachu, and they wore these
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Pikachu!
They did. They wore
Weird.
these Pokemon jumpers, and they would just rub
would
their
stroke
stomach.
them,
They would
yeah.
rub the face and go Pikachu like that.
Yeah.
And then they would play Pokemon, and I'd watch Pokemon. And then there would also be obviously the animated X-Men series. Da-na-na-na-na-na.
That's a good
Da-na-na-na-na.
it's like a Deus Ex theme song.
Da-na-na-na.
That's pretty good.
And my all-time fave is Batman the Animated Series
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty
that was
good.
good.
from the 90s.
Also, Animaniacs was pretty rad.
Oh,
I
yeah.
never watched that.
All the jokes went over my head now, as a kid. Not now.
Yeah.
I'm a smart boy. I get jokes.
Smart boy.
Don't laugh at me.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. Or am I? You don't know.
Good question. Thank you, someone.
Steph.
Steph.
Thank you, Steph.
Thank you, Steph.
Steve?
Who would like to go next, Peter?
I have a thing.
Go on, then.
Gentlemen,
Yes.
buckle up.
Oh,
We're returning
shit.
to the weird corners of the weird internet on the weird Wikipedia.
Oh,
Okay.
my God. Let's get weird.
Are you, I'm sure you are aware, that sometimes when people aren't very well or they've had an injury, they have to go into the hosp and get cut open.
The Hopital.
yeah.
Yeah, and a very qualified surgeon, man or woman,
Yes.
will come in, slice them open, do a thing, and sew them up again. And hopefully they'll be fine. Sometimes, though, what happens is the surgeon cuts them open, He's doing some stuff.
Yeah.
He puts the scalpel down.
Yeah.
He sews them up.
Yeah.
He says, "Where's my scalpel?"
And he's put it inside them.
He's left it inside him.
Why has he left it inside them?
What a
Welcome
silly.
to wikipedia.org/retained surgical instruments.
That's a good way of wording it.
Amazing.
Yeah. Would you like to hear about the various things that have been left inside people?
Please,
Yes.
I would love to.
It doesn't have individual anecdotes, but it's got a list.
The
of
medical
things.
instruments inside my child.
Yes, exactly. So, common instruments left inside a person.
Okay.
Who then
Watch is
gets
definitely
sewn up.
one, isn't it?
A watch. That's not actually. Why would you take your watch off?
No, I'm sure I've heard about watches just falling off into...
Yeah, like fell
Maybe
off a wrist or
wearing
something.
a loose watch. Surely that's
Yeah, with a
unhygienic.
clasp, maybe.
You
A
shouldn't be
clasp,
wearing a
maybe.
watch.
Maybe I'm just making that up. Maybe
I
it's just...
think I've seen doctors wear watches
I
before.
don't know.
But I think they have to be
At some
really
point.
tightly attached. I
Yeah,
don't
a
know.
special doctor's watch.
Yeah, watchters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Common instruments left behind inside
clockter?
patients
that's pretty good.
are needles, knife blades,
God, imagine if like they left a needle in you and you stood up
Yeah.
and kind of leaned over and just... Oh, that's good.
God.
safety pins, scalpels,
Yeah.
clamps, scissors,
Why
sponges,
Why is everything in surgery... I was going to say, why is everything in surgery so sharp? And then you said sponge.
sponges, towels, and electrosurgical adapters.
What's
Then,
what's
then
that?
there's a full stop, and then it says...
Yeah.
Also retained are tweezers, forceps, suction
Oh my
tips
God.
and tubes, scopes, ultrasound tissue disruptors, aseptobulbs, cryotomes,
Fuck.
and cutting laser guides.
Okay,
The single most common left behind object is a sponge.
a sponge.
I guess that makes sense because it gets soaked with blood. It just kind of blends in.
Oh my God, that makes me feel a bit unwell thinking about
I want to have a surgery now. I want to keep having surgeries until the doctor leaves something in me.
Oh God, but they'd take it out again.
I want him to leave his
Worryingly,
heart in me.
It also says in
Not her
this
heart.
article, nurses have been discouraged against reporting all errors because because of the threat of malpractice and liability issues.
Because owning up to your mistakes. Say what? No.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So estimates on how often this occurs are, quote, undoubtedly low. Wow. Which is good to know, isn't
Probably
it?
someone walking around with something that was left in them that they just haven't clocked to this day.
Yeah.
Strange, isn't it? Don't know if that's right.
It's a bit weird. I'm not sure that's right.
I've never had surgery of any form. I'd be up beyond getting some teeth pulled out, which doesn't really count. That's fake surgery. I've never been cut open.
Fake
I
surgery.
feel like I've
had
had
surgery.
a relatively healthy 3 years. I'm overdue like some serious illness.
Right.
So-
So you're sort of perpetually slightly hurting yourself, though.
Yeah, I
so
keep-
you're paying it off in monthly installments.
Yeah, it's
rather
cumulative,
than,
isn't
yeah,
it?
I
rather
guess,
than a big
yeah.
annual payment.
My masochism pays off at last.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got finance on his injuries.
Yes. Yeah, it's a pretty
Keeping on
good
top
one
of
to have.
things, yeah.
Yeah,
Worryingly,
Yeah.
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 Hello,
worse.
excuse me.
Yeah, worryingly.
Yeah, because we're not worried so far.
No,
that people
it's
are
fine.
leaving knives behind inside your nan.
Can we change it to a different word? Frustratingly.
Even more worryingly and frustratingly, sometimes they leave behind objects during. Sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Well, I should have started that before
You're reading
talking
it
about the
worryingly.
objects. Sometimes, after an object has been left behind, you can then have an MRI procedure if they don't know that it's in there,
Oh my god.
and that can cause metallic
Oh,
fragments
God,
to
of
migrate
course.
within your body.
like Tony Stark off of the Iron Man.
Yeah, and also radio frequency fields may cause them to heat, causing internal tissue damage and/or burns
Oh
Fuck.
God, no!
Imagine
thank
just
you.
one day like, ooh, I'm burning a bit. This is weird.
while you're inside an MRI scanner.
loads of Gaviscon, and it's just not the little firebed in my stomach aren't helping anything.
They don't seem to be squirting out.
Hello, are you there?
Hello.
Gaviscon Fireman Sam, can you hear me?
What a feeling.
Studies have shown a high body mass index increases risk. Boston researchers found that a 1-point increase in BMI related to a higher risk by 10%.
1%.
What the fuck?
10%. 1 point is 10% worse.
That's
So like, as in-
ridiculous.
and do you wanna-
29.1. That 0.1.
No, 1 point as in 29
I don't actually know
to
how
30.
much of a difference a point makes in
It's
BMI.
not much.
Is it not?
It's a
Yeah,
couple of
it's,
pounds.
it's a
not
couple of
insane.
pounds.
Okay, so that will potentially make a massive difference.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
no, yeah, but I mean, a couple of pounds, you go up by 10%. So,
Yeah.
yeah, not much weight
God.
increases your risk massively.
What's the basis?
The
What's
research
the base
is-
level?
well,
Is
tell-
it really fat? Please.
What, the base? What do you mean?
The base level that they're saying if you're any higher than that by
Oh, they
by
don't
one-
say. They just
Oh,
say
that's
if you go up by 1 point, your,
What does
your
that
risk
mean?
increases by
up from what?
Is
from
there-
anything.
Is there a way where you're just guaranteed to have something left in you?
Well,
So hang on, if your BMI is 0, is that the base level here? So if it's anything above that,
Oh,
you've got like
I-
a
so you
700%
mean whereas-
chance of dying.
well, I guess there's no 0 point because they could leave it behind any yeah, I don't know what the base is, but basically, on average, if you increase your body mass index by 1, you're 10% more likely to have something left behind inside you. The researchers suggest
it makes people more forgetful the fatter you are.
No,
they don't matter.
No, the research. No, the surgeons.
They can't do as much for society anyway. I'm going to leave a bag in them. So
let me tell you. The research suggests that surgeons chalk it up to there being more room in a patient in which to lose things.
I don't know if that's strictly true.
Yeah, you're bigger
There's
on
not
the inside.
Room. Yeah, you're just not. It's not just like a big cavernous mass inside.
Yeah.
You don't. Your shell doesn't grow outwards. Yeah. You're not a chocolate egg. It's not how it works.
Be careful. Stop eating those jelly babies because someone's going to leave a knife in you.
Someone will leave a jelly baby in you.
And then you'll have an MRI scan and the knife will come out of you. Hot.
Fuck.
A hot knife will come out of your tum-tum.
Oh my God. Speaking of fun medical practices, I have...
Sorry, I thought you were just going to say, speaking of hot knives, I was doing weed earlier.
I have a fun anecdote for you.
Oh, yeah.
I was recently speaking to a very near and dear person to me who works in sort of the heart field of hospitals.
Yeah.
Is that where Theresa May ran through the heart field?
No, she didn't. She didn't go through that.
That's where she left her heart behind, I guess.
She never had one. And when they have people in who have had palpitations and
Emperor Palpitations.
I was waiting for you to fucking say that.
I will not tell this story if you don't pipe down.
Right, I'll pipe down.
Right, back to Winnipeg.
Piper Austin. Piper down Austin. When they get palpitations and they come in, they have to fill out a form and explain what it was they were doing when they had the palpitations. And they've had various different things. One of the entries was yes to the activity. What activity were you doing when you had palpitations? Yes.
Well, maybe it just says activity during palpitations, and they said yes because there was some activity.
Yes, there was activity. But what was it?
Yes.
But the best one. See if you can work out what this is. What this means. This is from a sort of a mid-20s male.
Can I make a prediction that it might be a sex thing?
It's potentially a sex thing.
Okay.
And they said, what activity did you do? Furiously grating carrots.
Okay. Furiously grating
those carrots.
The adjective in there as well. It wasn't just grating carrots, it was
Furiously grating those carrots. And then he was like, my heart's going to explode, help!
Fuck, he's having a great time.
Well,
That's very good. Was that intentional?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I was disgusted myself
I suppose the problem he was having is all the blood had rushed into his carrot.
Yeah, exactly. And he was busy furiously grating it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Anyway, that's that. Peter, thank you.
You're welcome.
Master grating.
Yeah.
We've got another question now. This is from...
Help?
This is from... Leave him in the hole. This is from...
Leave him in the hole.
This is from Jam Edgar _big_jam. Oh, sorry, at big_jam 4658. Hi guys, I hope you're all okay.
Thanks.
My question is, what's your poison, as in choice of alcoholic beverage or something else?
Yeah, what's Michael's poison?
Fuck.
Not alcoholic beverage. What
I mean,
do you
everything
use?
I put in my body is poison, essentially, at this point.
Yeah, silica gel.
1980s
chewing gum that just turned to liquid in your mouth.
My poison is anything that has the chance to kill me.
Okay.
Drinks-wise, I'm not a cocktail man. Except for an espresso martini, that's like the one cocktail I fucking love.
What is that?
It just tastes like it's like milky coffee, but it's alcoholic and it's so fucking good. I'm a beer man in general. I like my lagers, but I like my IPAs as well.
Yeah,
that's my realm of drink. I used to be a vodka man. I drink the lager drink. I drink the whiskey drink.
Chumbawamba.
I think after 5 years of drinking nothing but vodka on nights out and stuff multiple times a week, I'm very bored.
Straight?
Sometimes.
No, fuck that.
I was cheap like Glen's as well, like the worst of the worst.
Delicious.
Yeah, but mainly beer. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I if I'm at like a really cheap cocktail, a pub that just does cocktails and people are having cocktails, I would probably just get like a Sex on the Beach because I like fruity Michael.
That's the sex word.
Yes, it's sex. But if I was at a nicer place and we were having cocktails and I wanted to splash out, I would get anything that's got elderflower in it.
Oh, you grandma.
Elderflower is just great.
I mean, I do like elderflower, but it is the most grandma thing.
He's a good English boy, is Peter.
Yeah,
I went to the botanist with my girlfriend's family recently.
Botanist.
The botanist.
I do like the botanist, actually. It's expensive as fuck, but it's nice.
Massively
What is it?
expensive.
What are you talking about?
Never been to the botanist. It's just by a monument in Newcastle. It's like the one that kind of overlooks monuments.
So it's a pub.
It's a bar.
It's a bar.
Yeah,
okay.
it's
I thought
very
you went
much
to
a bar.
actual botanist.
They have
for
like a
second.
Yeah, I went to just some guy and said, "What herbs have you got?"
Give me some aloe vera.
I thought that's what you meant. You were going to go get some elderflower
I went
from
to
the botanist.
the local
Oh,
botanist.
that makes sense, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was a bit
no.
confused.
No, that's
Okay.
fair. That's
In
fair.
Newcastle, the botanist. I think there's a few in other cities as well. Or there's alchemists elsewhere.
Yeah,
It's
alchemist
just
is
the
the
same.
thing.
It's all the same.
There's
like,
an
company.
alchemist just over the road from the botanist.
Yeah, it's all owned by the same people. And it's
Okay.
All the ists.
They don't turn things into gold, though.
No,
Sadly not.
But they do herby kind of drinks. They have herbs all over the bar. It's weird.
That is weird.
And I got a cocktail that had elderflower, ginger, lemongrass, and mint in it, and that was lovely.
Lovely.
But in terms of more basic stuff, I would either just have a cider,
you are a cider man. I forgot about that.
or
yeah.
a Pinot Grigio.
Oh, a Pinot
Oh,
Grigio.
I'm not into
Yeah.
wine. Unless I'm at a wedding, in which case I drink too much as I forget how dangerous wine is and get very drunk by the end of the meal.
No, good.
Yeah.
Love a bit of Pinot. It's nice.
Oh, I'm not a wine guy.
No?
I don't mind. Like, I'll happily drink lager. I'm not a huge fan of ale or IPAs, but I'm a big cider fan.
Yeah.
And I do like
Cider fan.
Cider fan does whatever.
Ever a
Is a Cider fan PS4? Is that out now? It'll
Cider
be out
fan
very
will be out.
soon.
When's this going
It'd be
out?
in the coming days at least.
Yeah,
of
very
this getting
excited about
released.
Cider fan
Yeah.
for PlayStation 4.
Big fan.
Yeah, I love my cider. I will gladly drink vodka mixed with anything for days. That's good stuff.
I've been meaning to try vodka and Dr Pepper. That's been on my list for a little while.
that
I might
sounds a bit
try
weird.
that.
Can I make a good recommendation for people?
Go for it.
If you get absolute vanilla vodka, other vodkas are available, but they're not as good. And you mix it specifically with Pepsi Max, you get a delicious vanilla Coke flavor, and it's so nice.
Oh, actually, no. I think I could still just pound down the apple vodka and lemonades to this day.
Really?
That's like, it's such a
I've
good
never had
drink.
apple vodka.
So good.
I think I've had your Pepsi and vanilla vodka sometime when I was at your
Let
house.
me whip you up a
Yeah.
cocktail.
I think like you were having it and you gave a
Yeah,
bit
I
to
gave
me.
you a bit because I was like, this
Yeah.
is really good. It was recommended to me, and it was amazing.
Nice.
And it's good. Also, the good thing about having a vodka mix is that you can basically walk around in public with a water bottle, speaking from experience, and just pound vodka.
Nobody knows I'm an alcoholic.
Nobody knows.
Except for the fact that I'm stumbling around and vomiting and screaming at
It's
children.
fine. I've been to the last 3 times I've been to aquariums. I've been pissed because I've been drinking in public. It's amazing. You ever been to an aquarium drunk?
No, because
Oh.
I have respect for the animal. I mean, I don't go to aquariums anymore because
Yeah, it's
zoos
an aquarium.
are cruel.
They're not having fun in there.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Someone I know.
But you are.
Oh, I was having a great time.
Hey, shark.
Look at that idiot.
Hello. Talking of smuggling alcohol around in a water bottle, someone I know of the older generation recently had his leg removed.
Oh, God. Okay,
because
where are we going with this?
Yeah, well, because his circulation was
Now
really
he
bad.
drinks to forget.
And that was not in any part helped by the fact that he drinks a lot of whiskey of an evening.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So he had his leg off, and then his partner knew her words were, I believe, he won't sleep without his whiskey, or he needs his whiskey to in the evenings.
Healthy, yeah.
So what she did was, while he was still in hospital recovering, she snuck whiskey in for him
Oh my
to
God.
drink in a Lucasade bottle.
Oh,
wow. That's pretty. That's
okay.
So bad.
That's nice, though. That's good of her.
Oh yeah, it's very good
Oh,
of
yeah.
her. It'll be losing the other leg
The
next.
more you drink, the quicker you'll die.
It's true.
It's like when you reach a certain
God
point of
damn.
alcoholism, like your body
Yeah.
will literally shut
Oh,
down
yeah,
if
you
it doesn't
can't
have
have
it.
it without
Like,
it.
it's
yeah.
just.
Have you seen the Louis Theroux documentary he did on like alcoholism?
No,
That's the
I
most
don't know.
heartbreaking thing ever. Like it's
Oh,
a
okay,
really
no, I
good
don't wanna watch
documentary, but
that.
it's absolutely fucking horrendous. And like there's guys where like they drink so much that the liquid just bleeds out of the stomach and just fills in, so they have to like get like suctioned all the liquid out. You walk around
Jesus.
with big bellies full of just liquid sloshing about. It's
Oh,
a really good
that's-
documentary, and at
that
one
sounds
point like there's a
horrifying.
guy just reeling from alcoholism. He's like,
Oh
"Can you
yeah,
get
I've
us a
seen a little bit
Lucozade?"
of that actually. Yeah, I saw like the tail end of it. My parents were watching that thing, and I walked in and saw the last little bit.
I think
yeah.
one of the guys
It
he's
was
still
really
going
sad.
strong. He's doing good. He's off the alcohol as far
Good.
as I'm aware.
Well, on the lighter side of alcoholism, one of my favourite episodes of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is where they think they've got food poisoning and they're all blaming each other and quarantining each other in the bathroom. And then it turns out it's just because they hadn't had anything to drink because they've been quarantined in the bathroom. And then it just turns out that they have like they start drinking, I think, the cleaning fluid. They're like, oh, I feel way better now. It turns out we're just alcoholics and we've been withdrawing from alcohol.
Oh, I love Always Sunny.
Yeah, it's great. It's
magic.
Should be a new season on pretty much now, actually.
Yeah, actually,
Have
yeah.
you seen Mac, for the new season of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
I've seen him. What's different about him?
He's ripped.
Oh, yeah, I think he's looking buff. He's a buff boy.
That's insane. Because this is the Mac, Peter.
Yeah.
Who
Mac.
you and most people will be familiar with if you haven't seen the show from the GIFs and the memes where he's fat and overweight.
Danny DeVito is this?
No.
Oh.
This is, what's his name? Rob McElhaney?
Yeah, McElhaney or something, yeah.
Oh, actually, I think I do know,
season,
yeah.
as a joke, put on like 3 or 4 stone,
Right.
was really
So
fat,
fucking good.
then lost it all for the next season.
Wow.
And now has worked out to the point where he's absolutely... It's ridiculous.
God.
That's him.
Imagine being able
looking
to
normal.
just do that.
But it's
I mean, he's
funny.
getting a lot of money to do it. There we go.
Yeah, he
Fat
is.
Mac is fucking
Fat Mac
beautiful.
is the man.
Yeah.
He's amazing. Anyway, that was that question.
Rest in peace, Country Mac.
Oh, God, country
That
man.
was just the next image that came up on Google.
Yeah, that's a reference some people will get. I enjoyed it then.
Not me.
Not Peter.
I don't understand. What's...
You really should watch Always Sunny.
Is it always sunny or does it rain sometimes?
It seems like it would rain quite a lot.
Yes.
Jim, at Jimmers7, asks, where's the most interesting travel destination you've all been to?
Most
I
interesting.
think Dubai is probably my most... I mean, it's a
that
boring
is
as fuck
interesting.
country, and I kind of hate it.
Still, though, culturally very different.
Yeah. In fact, kind of a lot of the worst ways. Very much.
Even so.
Let's build an empire on the backs of essentially slaves in the modern times, because we're not past that shit yet, are we?
Well, I mean, we did the same.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
We can't talk. We did it badly, but we're not.
We did it best. We were the best at it.
Excellent. We did a good job.
It was just very hot there.
One of the better slave empires, ours.
To be fair, they've got indoor ski slopes and stuff there, like in
They
a
do.
shopping
Like,
mall.
I would love to go just because it's such a strange place.
Talk about
Like,
opulence.
Exactly.
That is
opulence.
You could go
That's
there
it.
and eat your fried chicken.
Opulence just.
Opulence.
Yeah. If you
I
eat
just
too
saw-
much, you'd need to call a bopulence.
Nice.
And
I
then
just saw
take you to the
Peter's-
hospital.
Peter's Bop Shield there. Just,
Yeah.
oh,
It caught everything.
God.
I'd probably say Las Vegas was, again, not culture. You know, it's not exactly ancient castles or like interesting cave systems.
Modern castles.
It's modern castles, plastic castles.
Yeah.
Plasticals.
Yeah,
But
good.
it was a really weird place. Not even if you just discount all the fact that it's, you know, Sin City and all the gambling and stuff like that. Just the way
It's a
that it
playground
looks.
in the desert.
Yeah, it's a playground in the desert, and I just remember it being amazingly clean from what I could tell.
Yeah.
I couldn't
Okay.
believe how clean it was. I expected a place like that, which is full of debauchery, to be, you know, really dirty. But I genuinely felt like if I had dropped an ice cream on the floor, I might have picked it up to carry on eating it.
God.
And everywhere smells
Wow.
weird because all of these hotels and casinos are pumping out like special vanilla smells into the air. It's like when you walk past Subway.
Oh my God.
But-
Or you just walk onto the street that Subway's on.
Yeah, but instead of that, it's like the smell of vanilla or like what do you call that fucking stuff? Sandalwood.
Sandalwood.
Thank you.
How the fuck would I know what's... yeah, never mind. I don't even know what sandalwood is. What's sandalwood?
Well, it smells like Vegas.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember, I'll never forget the first time I went to New York and stepping out into the streets from the subway, just being hit with the smell of trash,
Yeah.
beer, and just general just heat smell was
Wow.
like super overpowering. But now
God.
I miss that smell.
Oh my God! I've only ever been to Vegas in Fallout New Vegas, and
Yeah.
there was rubbish all over the place. I
Yeah.
wasn't impressed.
Well, they let it go
I
a
couldn't
little
clean
bit.
it up either. There was nobody there to tidy it.
You wouldn't have eaten something you dropped on the floor.
No,
would
I
you? Well,
wouldn't.
you would
I
have
mean,
actually, because you can't
can't
waste
afford.
anything.
Yeah, that's probably one of the few places in the Fallout world where you would probably be if you could afford to be.
Yeah.
So that's anyway. I've been to Hong Kong.
Hey.
Oh.
I went when I was very small because my
same.
grandparents used to live there, and I was there for Christmas, and my dad dressed up as Father Christmas and went up on the roof of the apartment building that we were staying in and waved to all the children
Oh, that's
below.
nice.
And I had no idea it was him. And,
Oh my God,
I
it's
was told,
Santa.
and we got loads of home videos of it, and I was shown the videos later, and I was like, oh, look.
How old
It's
were you,
Father
sorry?
Christmas. I was about 3 or 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be magical.
My dad dressed as Father Christmas when my brother was about 3 or 4, and my brother sat on his knee.
Yeah.
So my dad, like, there were loads of kids around for some Christmas party, and my dad dressed up as Father Christmas, and my brother sat on his knee and had no idea it was my
You can't
dad.
recognise the dad smell.
Yeah, guess not.
Yeah. So that was it. I went to Hong Kong.
Scent of dad.
I'd like to go back at some point.
Yeah, Hong Kong's really nice.
Hong
I
Kong
went.
at Christmas. Wow.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I like Hong Kong, but I don't like how fucking humid it was. It was.
I can't remember.
Yeah. I can. It's just,
I
so
can
a
imagine.
sweaty boy.
Hubbard.
Rather muggy.
A little muggy.
A bit close. It's very close.
Very close.
Right. Here's my thing.
Yeah?
So there is a subreddit called Not the Onion.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's an
the
excellent
Onion,
subreddit.
of course, is a satirical American website that posts news articles that are not real and are just ridiculous.
Yeah.
But very humorous.
Very, very humorous. And this Not the Onion subreddit collects loads of news stories that sound like they should be parody news articles, but aren't.
I'm excited for this.
I have right here 4 news articles.
Oh, we're playing a game.
You have to tell me which of them are from the Onion and which of them aren't.
I knew this was
And
coming.
pick your favourite afterwards, and I will read it to you because they are all
Okay.
absurd.
Yeah.
Excellent.
First up, you ready?
Yeah.
Florida candidate says alien abduction doesn't define her.
Okay, continue.
That sounds pretty.
I'd like to hear them all first.
Yeah.
Okay. Military experts say Iran's new fighter jet is actually a US plane from the 1970s.
Okay.
That's believable as well.
Yeah.
PETA condemns BBC for trapping thousands of endangered animals inside TV screens.
Peter as in PETA.
Yes.
That's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
That has to be true.
No.
Man posed as ex-fiance's mother's ghost.
Man posed
Oh,
as
fuck.
ex-fiance's mother's ghost. That could be true because he might be trying to like get back at. Do you think Peter's true? I don't think it's true.
Well, I'll go through one at a time.
Yeah.
And you can discuss.
Okay, yeah.
Florida candidate says alien abduction doesn't define her.
I
100%
think I
believe that's
believe
real.
that. Yeah, I think she said, or did you say she didn't define her?
Doesn't define her.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like if you publicly spoken about that, that's
Yeah,
all that people are
they'll
going to
all be
hound
asking
on.
her about it, and she's like, "Look, that's it. Yeah, that's true.
Plus, Florida's got some wacky people in it, so
Yeah,
So you think that's a real story?
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm saying 100% real on that one.
Yeah.
That is a real story.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
What's next?
Military
get
experts
abducted.
say Iran's new fighter jet is actually a US plane from the 1970s.
See, this one sounds so believably true that I want to go false on this one.
Well, based on what I think the other two are, I think this is.
Is there only one that's not an onion art?
I'm not going to say.
Oh, sorry, I thought there were 2 of each. Okay,
Who
well,
knows?
Fuck.
I will say this is true.
Oh, they better not all be.
No, I don't think the third one's true. I'm saying.
Okay, I'm staying truthful on the third one. I think that's real.
Okay,
I think the second one's false.
you think the plain one is false. I'm going to say.
I mean, like, it's so believable. It's just so boring that you wouldn't bring
I
it
don't know
along.
if it's funny enough for the Onion. It kind of is. It's kind of funny. But,
Oh, so oh, yeah, no. I think that's an onion article.
okay, I'll say it's real.
Military experts say Iran's new fighter jet is actually a US plane from the 1970s. That is a real story.
Yeah.
Because that just sounded too real. Fuck.
Well, it was.
PETA condemns BBC for trapping thousands of endangered animals inside TV screens.
This is ridiculous.
See, like that's the thing. No, you see, you're thinking TV screens as in just like a TV screen. I'm thinking inside a physical TV screen. They've got animals in
So
them.
you think that PETA think that the BBC have trapped thousands of animals
To be fair,
inside?
PETA have worse views about a lot of things.
Well, they have less. I'm not saying worse views. I'm saying less logical views.
Not the worst views, just worse than most.
Just
They
worse
might
than
have
most.
some bad views on things, but they're not stupid.
I just
well,
want that to be true.
It's not true. This is definitely a parody article.
Well, go on, Ben. Lay on us.
PETA condemns BBC for trapping thousands of endangered animals inside TV screens. That is an Onion article.
Fuck.
Yeah. I'm 3 for 3
I
so far.
was going too physical on that. I was thinking, you know what? No, I want to make this real.
Yeah.
Finally, man posed as ex-fiance's mother's ghost.
Real.
I think this is from like OK Magazine or something.
Yeah,
I
that
think
is
he
so
dressed
OK.
up. I think he hates his ex-fiance, so he dressed up as her mother's ghost and was like being a twat.
Not only is it real, but it's from the BBC website.
Is
Nice.
it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is there a picture?
It's not quite how you think.
Oh.
He had a restraining order against him, and he went to a psychic.
Sorry, he had a restraining order.
Sorry, the ex-fiance, the lady, had a restraining order against the man.
Right.
The man then went to sort of a psychic shop, got a leaflet, which he then enclosed in a letter where he pretended to be his
so he didn't
ex-fiance's
dress up.
dead mother and said, you should give him another chance.
Wow, that's fucked.
And he's gone to prison now.
Yeah,
Because
good,
He broke,
because that's just
he broke
fucking
the
awful.
restraining
Wait.
order.
So he wrote a letter from the ghost and enclosed a leaflet to make it believable.
Yeah.
Why not just hire a medium to
I don't know. I think he went to see a medium who then gave him the leaflet.
Fuck, man.
If you're going to do that, you
well, how about she's finished you, fuck off. She doesn't want you.
No, of course. I mean, that's what you do. But if you do want to trick her using the ghost of her dead mum, then you hire an actor to pretend to be a medium and then just catch her in the street one day and go, oh, I'm getting a message from your mother. Oh, she says give him another chance. Rather than write a letter and put a leaflet
Look out
in
for
it.
Peter Austin, everybody. He's got a plan.
Did you believe that?
I did believe it.
Oh my God. I
it's
guess
your mother.
I'm very unhappy, but let's stay together because the medium said let's stay together.
Yeah, well, some people unfortunately do get taken in by these things.
Apparently, she got another letter from another anonymous person who might have also been him saying, wow, you can see the greatness in this man.
Fucking hell. I think that might have been him.
If it was anonymous, it might have been him.
It's possibly him.
Imagine if he just signed it with a different name.
So military experts say Iran's new fighter jet is actually a US plane from the 1970s. It definitely is.
Yeah.
Right.
They unveiled it recently, and a side-by-side comparison confirms that it is the same plane.
The paint's
that they've
peeling
just
off.
pretended it's theirs. Which is ridiculous. Now, I know I said I'd give you a choice, but honestly, some of the quotes from this candidate about her alien abduction are astonishingly good.
Right.
Please read them all. I love this shit.
So this is from AP News, which again is a fairly reputable source for news.
Yeah, that's like, the Associated Press. It's the shit.
Yes. U.S. House candidate Bettina Rodriguez Aguilera has a long list of accomplishments to bolster her campaign in Florida, but she is perhaps best known for claiming that she was abducted by space aliens as a child.
Space aliens.
Aliens.
Not illegal aliens.
Underwater
Illegal
aliens.
So it says Rodriguez Aguilera is a long shot in the race for the Miami area seat, being vacated by a retiring Republican something or other. Who cares?
I was expecting more Jacksonville than, like big metropolis
Miami. Apparently so. In an interview, Aguilera said that she is grateful for the endorsement and that her tale of kidnapping by aliens does not define her. It has nothing to do with what I have done. It happened when I was 7 years old, she said. I am so proud of the Herald and what they did. I think this is the something anyway. Rodriguez Aguilera said she was taken aboard a spaceship as a young girl by blonde extraterrestrials who resembled the Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio de Janeiro.
Right.
Wow.
So she was having a dream, is what you're saying?
She says she says they told her that the
she got
center
abducted.
Again, this is bearing in mind that as you initially thought, it was just she had said something in the past and everyone kept asking her about it. She was like, it doesn't define me. She goes into so much detail that it just completely derails her political ambitions.
It doesn't define me, but let me talk about it for 20 minutes.
Exactly. That's what she basically did. She says they told her that the center of the world's energy is Africa and that thousands of non-human skulls were once discovered in a cave on the Mediterranean island of Malta.
Nice.
She has said she witnessed paranormal activity since then and saw a UFO at age 17.
Nice. I believe her.
Sorry, the aliens told her the center of the Earth's energy comes from Africa.
I mean, that makes sense.
Who found them? What? Who told her that once some non-human skulls... The aliens told her that some non-human skulls were once found on Malta.
Yeah,
By who?
In a
When?
Mediterranean cave.
When?
I don't know.
What?
Must be a big cave, actually.
Why would aliens tell you that? Just so you know.
Just get them comfortable. You let out some secrets, some truths. It's like, oh, okay, I trust these guys. They're telling me secrets.
Rodriguez Aguilera goes on. She also says she has been in touch with the aliens telepathically long after the abduction.
BRB.
I stick to my guns when I believe in something, she said. We realise that Rodriguez Aguilera is an unusual candidate.
Fuck. I'm sure she's got not a single mention of her policies.
But they were impressed with her boots-on-the-ground ideas and experience.
Ah, there we go.
She is a former city council member.
Yeah.
In the suburb of Doral, who is the prisoner of a Cuban political... Hang on, I don't care. Anyway.
She also has an honorary doctorate from the University of...
I will not stand for this slander against this woman.
So there we go. She was abducted by aliens. Let me tell you all about it, but it's not important. Stop asking about it, but let me tell you all about it.
Yeah.
She's not going to win. But she's doing her best, and I think we can wish her well.
You don't know she's not going to win.
I do know she's.
But
not going to win.
Did she give a name for these creatures?
No.
What if the Christ the Redeemers help her?
I mean, I could look into her a bit more if you like.
It's a very unique take on aliens, though. I'd never heard of A, Christ-like aliens, and B, blonde aliens. Yeah. The hairy aliens is not...
there's a whole kind of alien called like Nordic aliens that people frequently have encountered. You know, like there's the grey aliens.
Yeah,
with the
like
big
a
eyes.
classic.
Like a different common kind of alien is Nordic ones, apparently.
Okay.
I read that somewhere.
Let me Google Nordic.
Well, that's fun.
It's just like more human aliens, essentially.
Yeah, like fair hair and...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But none of them look like Jesus.
Like,
there he is. Oh, well, save that for the link dump.
Yeah, that's a guy.
Yeah.
Neil Cicierega has these all over his Twitter. He's big into his Nordic aliens.
Oh,
Is he?
Now I know what they're from.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, that's that then. So that was my thing. I might try and find
Thanks
some
for
more
bringing
fake news stories.
Along.
Please do.
Might find some more fake news stories
Fake
next
news.
time. Last question comes from... It's from Tim Kinsella. That's Kinsella Comedy on Twitter. Who would play all of you in the Vidiots official movie?
Oh,
Wow.
fuck.
Now, I want to get a suggestion out of the gate.
Jack Black, for me.
Oh, see, I was going to say Danny DeVito on stilts.
That'd be so good. Oh, I'd love Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito on stilts. What? Playing who? Playing you or Michael?
For me?
You, yeah.
Nice.
Not me. What do you think? I think Jack Black's a good shout, though.
Yeah. And I don't know. Yeah, I think Jack Black's more accurate, but I do like the concept of Danny DeVito playing me. It's not all about accuracy. It's a dramatization of real events.
It is dramatization.
What would be like the beginning, middle, and end of the Vidiots film?
Yeah, what would the storyline be? That's the question.
Would it be like not a documentary, but like just a retelling of events, or like a whole new adventure?
I think I quite like a biopic. A biopic. A bopic, where we start off founding the channel and we're really optimistic.
Optimistic.
And we do shut up. We do so well for so long, and then nothing changes for like 4 months.
God.
And then just as we're about to give up, one of our videos explodes and we're finally allowed to keep our jobs.
Oh, wow.
God, you're hinting towards some stuff here that does not exist.
It doesn't exist at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. A bopic.
Bopic.
A biopic.
I'd be played by, I think Dave Chapman off of Dick and Dom, who is the puppeteer for BB-8 and also played the neighbour's cat.
Anne Widdecombe.
And Anne Robinson. No, Anne Robinson.
Who's Widdecombe?
She's that MP who's no longer an MP.
Oh, what the fuck? Where'd I get that from?
Look, he even looks like me. He's got my...
He does a bit, yeah.
He's got my hair.
He does a bit.
He could play two parts.
Shit, yeah.
He could also voice the neighbour's cat, which would definitely feature
A lot,
Yeah.
Every single time we reference it in the film, instead of us doing an impression, it's just him doing the actual voice of the Stoke-on-Trent cat.
Yeah.
Who's your actor?
I don't know.
Chris Hemsworth.
I'll take that.
Oh, nice, yeah.
I look just like him.
I'm looking at you very intensely right now, trying to figure out who you look like. There's no one that looks quite like Ben Potter, is there?
No.
What about an attitude? Because you can make people look like anyone.
I'll play myself.
Wow, okay. Right.
Okay, yeah.
You're just trying to get in on more money, aren't you?
I just, honestly, as much money as possible.
Yeah.
If I can't get this art grant, I'm gonna
You're going to make sure you secure the merchandise.
I'm going to
rights.
make sure I can secure that chicken.
Okay.
At any possible.
I want that
junction.
chicken.
I want it. I need it. I got to have it.
The catering is just 20 buckets of KFC a day.
Yeah.
On the film. God, that would kill a man.
It would be absolutely soul destroying and heart destroying as well.
Yeah, it would just be destroying.
What gave you heart palpitations? Were you doing any activity? No, I was just eating all the chicken and then furiously grating carrots.
Oh God.
Furiously grating chicken.
into my mouth.
Jerk chicken.
Yeah, very
go.
good.
Yeah, that's great. I think we can end on that.
Yeah.
Let's wrap this thing up.
Do I have a question for the end?
Well, wait for the very end.
We got to get through
I'll get thinking.
the admin first. We are sponsored by turtlebeach.ly/Vidiots Beach. If you want to buy some merchandise, there's going to be shirts coming very soon, if not already, but very, very soon. Store.yogscast.com. There's already some shirts there. You can buy those.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all /Vidiots Official. Big thanks to our patrons. We don't talk about our Patreon very much. It's pretty much just on this podcast. But if you want to support us on Patreon, we sort of treat it as a tip jar, and you can throw us $1 if you like what we do. We'll never gate any stuff.
Nope.
any content. Never gate it.
It just helps.
It just
really helps.
Just a nice little thumbs up if you can afford to. And that is also patreon.com/Vidiots
Official.
Make sure you follow at This Is Rules Boss for any advice on rules that you need. He's there waiting.
Always waiting.
At Billy Ray Bottress for daily automated tweets from the Walrus himself about sort of lamenting on his past.
Poor guy.
Yeah, poor guy. bit.ly/Vidiots Discord. If you want to go and join the Discord, it's so fucking weird.
It's really weird.
It's so fucking weird.
You're all weird.
You're so strange. Stop being strange.
I think you're all right.
Oh, I don't dislike you as people.
No, it's both.
Thank you very much for supporting us.
You're lovely people. And weird.
And so weird.
Stop being weird.
Stop it. Honestly, the general chat, that's something that's going to be difficult to understand.
It's generally weird.
Much like our channel, it's hard to break into.
Yeah.
Once you do,
don't compare our channel to the general chat on our Discord.
The number of penises I've seen posted in there is disgusting.
Hey, when you guys delete a message, we can still see it. So don't you try and hide shit from. We know what you get up to.
It's our secret tool.
Oh, but we know.
We know.
Maybe they'll behave now.
Oh, shit.
Maybe.
I don't think that place is beyond fixing. They're all
It
just
kind of
doing
is.
their
I
own
do
thing.
have a rallying cry for them, though, while they're in there. Please, for the love of God, use your collective power for chaotic good and go and spread the word of Vidiots. Go forth. Share our videos
Your superpower
on subreddits.
is the ability to copy and paste links into places.
Yes, comment sections, relevant subreddits, anything, like push it out there across the internet. Share it with people.
Tweets and Facebook statuses. Don't just send it to your one friend. Don't tell your friend. Tell everyone.
Tell your internet friends. Tell them. Share them. But we do love you. Thank you for coming to our
Thank you
Discord.
so much. We love it.
tellyourfriendsvidiots@gmail.com if you would like to submit an intro that goes before one of our videos.
Please film it in landscape.
Please.
And the
please.
good audio, make sure the intro doesn't get cut off halfway into your sentence.
Yes,
please just watch the video back before you send it.
We do get tweeted a lot of them and it'll go, tell your friends. And it's like, oh no.
Or just your friends' Vidiots.
So make sure when you press record, wait a second before you. We can trim it down for you.
Yeah.
But just make sure it captures everything.
Yeah.
Because we want to make sure that if you send one, you stand a good chance of going in.
Yeah. You can't use everyone's.
Yeah. Not day one.
Yeah.
Finally, make sure you leave us an iTunes review or a review/rating on your platform of choice.
Yeah.
We'd very much appreciate that. Boys, what are we doing? What's the last question?
Have you been thinking?
I have got a question.
Ask it.
What is your favourite variety of bread? Is it focaccia? Is it ciabatta? White, brown, seeded, wholemeal, whole grain?
I like the bread that they bring you in quite upmarket restaurants that's warm and it comes with like garlic butter or something.
Yeah, garlic.
Or herby butter.
Breadsticks from the Olive Garden.
Oh, yeah. And it's hot.
Oh, my God. If we ever go to America, we're just going to go into an Olive Garden, sit down and eat breadsticks for 3 hours.
See, I think the problem I had with that for the longest time is that I thought they were like European breadsticks, which are sort of crunchy, biscuity appetizer snacks rather than actual like
rolls.
bread. Yeah, a bread roll.
Oh, so fucking good.
Yeah, I like almost every variety of bread.
Yeah, me too.
But there's...
What's your favourite?
I don't know if I have a very freshly baked baguette that's squidgy and not like too crunchy and crusty and falls apart and is really hard on the outside.
Yeah.
I'm not such a big fan of that.
You don't like your seedy bread, do you?
No, not a big fan of bread with loads of seeds in. Or as I said,
seeds
pips.
in
See, in my
used to say
view,
pips. Don't like pips in it.
Real bread has seeds. That's just a known fact.
No, it doesn't grow on trees like that. They add the seeds in afterwards, after they pluck it from the bread tree.
I guess. No, I just think it just adds so much flavour.
It's pouring down with rain. Remember that advert?
No.
Take these.
No?
There's a lady.
That is Yorkshire.
The lady cutting some bread,
Oh.
and the seeds come off it, and she gives it to her 5-year-old kid and says, "Now, why don't you take these outside and grow me a bread tree?" And he looks out the window and he goes, "Don't be stupid!" And then he goes, "It's pouring down with rain."
You sure this wasn't just a memory of yours?
No, it's true. It's Chesney off of the Coronation Streets.
Okay.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
You're in your Coronation Street. You're mad for it, aren't you?
Well, I've not
Just mad
watched it
for
in
it.
about 3 years, but I used to love it.
You're mad for it, aren't you?
Come a little ladder. Yeah.
I do love thick, white toasty bread.
Oh, yeah.
That is good. Even though it's people say, well, I mean, compared to like a ciabatta or something like, properly bred like that, it's not really. It's kind of
really bread,
it's not really bread, is it?
But it's farmhouse bread is so good.
Oh, just thick white sliced bread that I can put in a toasty maker or just God,
just fuck
eat. Yeah.
We filmed that sandwich fortnight thing today, and that was the first time I've had white sliced bread in a long time.
Yeah, really,
it wasn't even that good a bread, but it was all right.
Yeah. Because if I buy bread, I get like like the fancy big ones that you cut yourself. When I'm here, because I'm in a fancy mood. I want to like tomato and olive oil bready stuff.
Yeah,
that's what I go for rather than a loaf or bagel.
That turned into a whole extra thing.
Yeah. Well, there we go.
Let us know yours in the comment section below.
And thank you very much for listening. As we said, tell your friends, but also share us on the internet.
Please.
That would be a basic thing.
It costs nothing, and in return you get countless hours of just the best content.
The best content ever.
Stop doing that.
You've got to stop.
You're
Michael,
just a child.
Michael, you've got to bop. You've got to bop it.
Once I bop, I can't
bop it.
Thank you, everybody. We'll be back in a couple of weeks' time. Check back to the channel for many videos a week.
Many.
Bye.
Bye.